Hello, everyone. How are you?
Hi, Professor.
Hello,
Yeah,
Professor.
Hello, Professor. How are you today?
good, good. It's great to see you virtually today. Yeah, I will check the attendance little soon, and then uh, I'll catch up. In the meantime, please head to the Gap, and you can find the DQ was graded, and I provide some feedback on it. Actually, there are some more details for the week four DQ. So please go over those comments while you are waiting. So we will wait a few more minutes and then I'll check the attendance. In the meantime, please review the gap.
Yeah.
Victor. Hello, Victor.
Okay. So, how's everyone is doing? It's a Thanksgiving week, and here is my furry daughter, Ume. Ume always being near my desk, even if there is a cat tower. She loves here. So last weekend, I've been to the Grand Canyon for the Rim to Rim Challenge again. So this time I head down to the Colorado River and came back to the Southern Rim within a day. It was a 57,000 steps a day for 13 hours. It was a lot, so my legs are sore, but it was really fruitful. I really enjoyed it. Yeah. So let me start checking the attendance for today. Victor? Victor? No, not yet. Then Adesami?
I'm here, Professor.
Okay. Derek?
Present, Professor.
Okay. Fraser?
I'm here, Professor.
Okay. Portia?
I'm here, Professor.
Okay. Sonny?
Yes, Professor.
Yes. And Trang?
I'm here, Professor.
Okay. Rose?
Hi, good evening.
Good evening. Ashok?
Yes, Professor.
Okay. Eva?
Here.
Okay. Hassan?
Yes, Professor.
Okay. Yueting?
Here, Professor.
Okay. Diarrhea?
Yes, Professor.
Okay. Reba?
Yes, Professor, I'm here.
Okay. Ashokar?
Yes, Professor.
Mhm. Rishi?
Yes, Professor.
Okay. Sanchita?
Yes, Professor.
Okay. Priya?
Yes, Professor.
Mhm. Harini?
Yes, Professor.
Okay. Farnia? Yeah. Muruti? Muruti? Okay. Chimsakta? And Ingfan?
Yes, Professor.
Okay. Zahara? Okay. Jishan?
Here, Professor.
Okay. How how? Z?
Here, Professor.
Okay. Is there anyone who I didn't call your name? Okay. So, can you see my screen here? Okay. So, last week we had one DQ and week 4 learning assessment, which was attaching the W3 School R screenshots in there. And it was asking you to go over the tutorials from home to the functions. And some page may have multiple tried yourself. No need to go over everything, but you may need to attach at least one screenshot for each page. That was the week 4 assignment, the assessment 1. And most of you did really great. So yes, in that case, because it was a simply submitting the screenshots, not much of the comments were provided. However, there were a few cases where, for very limited screenshot was attached, in that case, I graded accordingly. But other than that, this week I wanted to highlight a little more on the week 4 discussions. In here, actually, the instruction, the reading material has been updated. Experience design team of Westcliff revised it as the link was a little broken, but still, I found that some students were somehow continued to use the previous topic instead of using this revised instructions. So yeah, there was one student who submitted before I revised this one. And in that case, I sent an email to check it, revise it. However, yeah, because I am providing very detailed instructions, please go over that. And, you know, in the predictive analytics, one of the most important practice is updating properly. If you didn't update the data or the instructions, then some misalignment can happen. It looks like maybe some of you just used the syllabus to proceed the DQ or assignments instead of checking the gap page. But yes, always updating the instruction is really crucial, so please do so. And for this week, we will go over some of those concepts in regarding R, specifically about these structures, data structures, and some graphic sections. So which means today we will go over these parts during the class. And because week 5 has midterm, so we don't have any other assignments except discussions. Discussions asks you to share your challenges on learning the R programming, and then sharing your tips or tricks that you are using. Like if you were getting help from the generative AI, then which one was good? How did you prompt to get a better result? And whether if there was any misalignment happen, something like that. So please share your ideas. And on the week 4 DQ, especially regarding the peer responses, what I found was in some cases, there were just summarizing the colleagues' initial posting and or repeating their opinions rather than providing some further meanings. However, as it is a discussions, what we really want and what I expect is connecting your own experience on it and sharing your perspective related to the colleagues topic. And in order to do so, you can share your perspective or story related to that. But not only for that, asking some critical questions or correcting if there is some misalignments that you found, then that actually is another really good practice. So please be more mindful when you are posting those comments on the discussion, especially the week 5 discussion. This week's one is about the challenges. So maybe you wanted to share lots of your own first-hand experience, but at the same time, you also can ask some questions freely to be more actively participating in the discussion. Is there any questions related to the DQ? Nope. Okay, then if I briefly go over the midterm. So midterm requires the webcam. Webcam has to be turned on during the exam. And exam is 1 hour time limit. And it has to be ended by Sunday midnight. In order to fully utilize this 1 hour, you really wanted to start it at latest 11 p.m. On Sunday. However, I strongly recommend you to try it in advance in order to avoid any last-minute technical issues or server down, especially considering it is a Thanksgiving. Some of those tech support could be delayed. Of course, I can help you to connect with them, but basically all the systems inside here, the midterm exam or the gap systems, are handled by the tech department. So please submit your ticket as soon as possible if you are facing any technical issues. And at there, you can CC me inside of the tickets, or you also can forward the email receipt from the tickets to updating me regarding those issues. In terms of the questions inside, there are 25 multiple selection questions, mostly related to the concepts that we went over on first 3 weeks about the time series analysis. And there are few questions related to the R, but it is very straightforward and very high level conceptual questions. So I believe most of you, or you can get intuitively answer all the questions. It is 25 questions. You are choosing the most plausible selection out of 4 or 5 given options. That will be midterm exam. Any questions on midterm? Nope. Okay. Then for the week 6, if I preview the remaining semester, as it is almost the half, it already exceeded the half of the semester. On the week 6, there is one more professional assignment, which is another submitting a screenshot. So week 6 screenshot is about the statistics block. So today we will go over the W3 schools from the data structures and graphics with brief explanations on those concepts. And on the week 6, we will go over the statistics part, and you will submit those screenshots of try it yourself. Or actually, I also saw some of students are using RStudio. If you prefer that, then that's totally acceptable. So you can go over these examples on RStudio. Either is fine. And then week 7 is actually the real project where you have to use this given data set about the sunspot. So I will go over that on the week 7 briefly, and then you can perform several of those time series analysis on it using R to create some brief visualizations, and then it's submitting a report on it. And based on those report, you will create some brief slides for final presentation on week 8. And as we discussed last week, it said 12 to 15 slides, but it could be too much if you are going to use lots of heavy text, but I strongly recommend you to use more visualization rather than text on the slides, because you will provide all the descriptions verbally, and it has to be very brief, like only 4 to 5 minutes. So no need to prepare very long descriptions, because so I will give you another announcement on nearby the week 7 related to the last week's presentation. So that's kind of the preview for the remaining weeks. Is there any questions related to that before I jump into this week's topic?
Professor, I have a question. So
Yes,
with the week
please.
8 presentation, right? The data, where's the data located? Or we are supposed to get our own data and
That's a great question, Fraser. So the data set has to be this link that you can find on the gap of week 7.
okay.
So week 7, there is a sunspot data, and you will perform a time series analysis on it using R, and you will write a report regarding that on week 7. And then based on it, you will create those,
Okay.
you will present it on week 8.
Okay. So my next question is, how do you want the report? Like, should it be more of the code, or you want like code and explanation, maybe like a little bit of grammar and
Yes, yeah, in here, the APA formatting is not actually required. In here, the rubric only shows the depth, resources, organization mechanics, and in here you need the things you have to submit is your whole R programming code and some of those visualizations or the analysis that you will perform on R. And then inside of there, it has to be more explanations and interpretations about it and how can you make informed decisions. Of course, when you see the rubric includes some resource about some citations of references. They can be used for analyzing the backgrounds or industry as you will use it for the wireless carrier.
okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions? Okay. Then, today's topic is data structures. So data can have very multiple structures, depends on the softwares. But among there, R has very unique structure. R has very basic structures that can commonly shared in classic programming languages. So it starts from the vectors. So vectors is some form, the list of the items. However, they has to be the exact same types. It means in last week we saw there could be multiple data types as a number for numeric or integer complex, and it could be characters or strings, which is the text, and it could be a Boolean or logical, true or false. So all the vectors has to be the same as all characters or all numbers, or it also can be all Booleans. So the vector has to match all the type exactly. But in here, basically, we are regarding these vector as a column vector. So that's why we are using a function of C. So vector is column vector. And when we expand it into two-dimensional way, like creating a matrix, then it will be a matrix format where we can specify those size or the dimension size as number of rows and number of columns. N rows and N column stands for number of rows and number of columns. In here, this vector is showing total 6 numbers. And it said it's a number of rows are 3, number of columns are 2, which means it is a 3 by 2 matrix, 3 rows, 2 columns. Then inside of there, we can find 2 column vectors. So yes, when we create these vectors, then there are two column vectors like this. We also can see that these matrices are filled from the most left column, 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6. So in here, we can find these columns inside. Then you may wonder why columns are the default. When we think about the data structure, the column stands for the features and row stands for the observations. When we are analyzing some data, sometimes we wanted to investigate for each customer, but in most cases, the thing that we wanted to see is some of those features across the observations. So in lots of cases, most of calculations are column-based. That's why the vector or matrices are using the column as a basis of the structure. And unlike Python or the MATLAB, which can expand these matrices into much higher dimensional data sets, in case of R, matrices is only for two-dimensional cases, rows and columns. If you wanted to expand it more than three-dimensional cube or four-dimensional hypercube and so on, then actually we need to use array. Array. So array can have more than 2 dimensions. So in here, the dimension can be defined in multiple vector like this. In that case, we can say there are multiple vectors like this. So first, in here, when we have this array starting from 1 to 24, then this array will list all these 24 numbers like this. However, when we array them in a multi-array variable like this, then in here, the dimension of each, the size of each dimension is 4, 3, 2. So 4 times 3 is 12. 12 times 2 is 24. So number of the elements are matching. Once again, it's 4 times 3 times 2. So 12 times 2 will be 24. So in here, the very last column, the very last dimension is shown like this. So it is having 4 by 3 matrix inside. And then the second of the last dimension is having another 4 by 3 matrix like this. So we can have a cube of 4 by 3 by 2. That is how these arrays are storing the data. So still, these vectors, matrices, arrays are in somehow strict because all the data inside has to be exactly matching. Everything has to be character or has to be a number or has to be a boolean. If we want to mix them, like a number and characters in the same set, then there what we use is list. So list can have multiple different data types inside. So not only for the same text, but it also can combine some other numbers or numeric types or the Boolean variables inside as well. Yes, in here, as you can see first, we are having list of characters A, B, C, and then we have second list, which is having a number 1, 2, 3. And list 3s are concatenating this two. And then list 3 are having 3 characters and 3 numbers. So list is a little more flexible. Then why we are not using list but vectors? Of course, using the same data format inside will increase the speed of process and it could be much more efficient. And sometimes we wanted to match all the types in order to avoid any possible mistakes. So for the integrity of the database, sometimes we wanted to match the format. So depends on our objective, we can choose different data structures. Any questions so far? Okay. And then next will be data frames. So data frame is kind of some Excel tables. So you can regard it as a certain tables. So each column, still we are using multiple columns. Each column could have different formats. So in this example, the first column shows the types of training as a strength, stamina, others, which are characters, which are texts. But the pulse and durations are the numbers. Pulse could be a number per minute, duration could be seconds. They are written in numbers. So as long as each columns are having the same types, then we can have multiple different types of columns in a data frame. And in there, we can use a summary function to get some basic statistics. Basic statistics means what is the average, what is the smallest number, first quantile, median, the center number, and third quantile, max number, including the average, which is a mean. So it shows 6 numbers as a default summarizing stats. So it shows how data is spreaded. Using this data, using these 6 data points, what we can create is candlestick, candle bar. We can create a candle bar chart, candle chart. Looks like this because the candle chart has a maximum, minimum, and the bottom of the bar is first quantile. The end of the bar is a third quantile. So we all have the quantiles in the candle chart. So box and whisker, let's do that. Yes, we can create this box plot, minimum, maximum, first quantile, third quantile, center bar is median, but sometimes we also can color different color of the bar for the mean. By doing so, we can create it based on these values. That is the summary. And yes, factors are we can use this for the categorized variables. In other words, we can label them based on certain types of categories. If the demography has a male versus female, music has a rock, pop, classic, jazz, training has a strength and stamina, we can make some of those factors as a list like this or a vector format. And then we can provide multiple levels to group them. The proper example could be, let's start from the first one. In here, we are creating a music genre as a jazz, rock, classic, and there could be multiple duplicated lists. What will happen if we run it? Then it removes all the duplicates and it will list it without duplications. So classic, jazz, pop, rock are listed in alphabetical order, not the order of appearance. And then in here, if we ask the levels of this list or this vectors, then it shows all those existing labels that we created inside of here. Let's say if there are the others, like for example, Even though this example only has jazz, rock, classic, pop, there is no others, but we still can define the others because sometimes later we can add some other variables. So this one shows how we also can define the variables. So yeah, number of factors, which means number of entries, can be calculated by the length functions. That is a brief preview for the data structure. Any questions so far? Okay. And then for the graphic, actually this graphic is very straightforward. It's about it uses the plot function to open this box. So the plot is kind of the way that we can easily draw some points or some lines on it. Each lines can be used the multiple vectors inside, and we can use coordinate of the two-dimensional cases in this case. If there are multiple vectors, first vector is for the x values. Second vectors is for the y values. In other words, these five points are given like a 1, 3, 1, 3, 2, 7, and 3, 8, 4, 9, 5, 12. So these shows each x coordinates and y coordinates of multiple points. We also can define it using our variables, like x is this vector, y is this vectors, and then you can plot them like this. In other words, we can use some calculations easily. And if we simply provide just one vector inside, then it will show exactly the symmetrical points using the same coordinates for x and y. And yes, there could be multiple headers, like how can we add the axis labels? What could be some of those types of the lines? The color also could be changed. In this case, the COL is not for the column, but it is for the color. And this is the index, the example. It shows the size of the point if it can go larger. So 1 is default, 2 is this large. If it is 4, it will be much larger. And shapes also can be changed. Here are some examples. So you can use different markers for different types of values. And then line graph is quite common for time series analysis. So for the week 7 and week 8, the sunspot graph, in lots of cases, you will draw a line graph on it, but not just the linear line, but the multiple lines like this. And maybe you also can share some scatter plot to depict some patterns on it, but it's not likely in this semester. Pie chart is great for showing a ratio of a certain group, certain populations. So it can be useful if you are going some background research about the industry, the cellular industry for the week 7 projects, then maybe at there pie chart can be used. And bar chart also could be useful for comparing different categories. But in this semester, most of the graph of the time series could be starting on the line graph. So that is very, very brief overview or preview of those concepts. Is there any specific questions or any comments about it? Okay, then actually I wanted to proceed today's lecture as some of those Q&As if you have any, because it is a fully online class. So from now on, I will do some Q&A sections or helping you to go over the remaining or previous assignments and DQs. Other than that, have a great Thanksgiving and see you next week in person or online hybrid. So
Hello, Professor.
yes.
Hi, Professor. I have a question. Can you please elaborate the week 7 assignment, like the chart, the data gathering stuff?
Okay, Z. So on the week 7, actually, there is a data set on the gap. So we will use this sunspot data. So in here, what we have to do is starting from the time series analysis on it. So yeah, we will go over that during the class of the week 7, but you may want to extend it further if there is any analysis that you wanted to proceed.
Oh,
So no need to get any data set by yourself nor anything else. It's already given.
okay. Thank you.
You.
And the professor,
Yes, Ashok.
for this analysis of the given data set, do you have to use RStudio or we can do from that particular? Because I believe that we have to make like charts or graphs or something like that, right? For the data analysis. So do we
That's
have to install RStudio and then we have to do from there, or we can use the last one, that W3 School ones?
Yes, actually, that's a great question. So I posted a announcement about the RStudio. So when
Okay.
you head to this link, then you'll be able to install RStudio. So RStudio is kind of the best way to proceed these tutorials and the project, especially for the week 6 in here. In order to go over week 6, some of those statistics are asking you to use some data set like this. For example, on the R statistics data set, it requires you to use the motor trend car road test data set. But actually, these types of all the examples are included in the default setting of the R, most of the software. So for example, in here, empty cars, like as you can see, the data set is already loaded in here. So no need to install any further libraries. All you have to do is just install the RStudio and practice the codes and create some visualizations.
Okay, thank you, Professor.
Thank you.
Hi, Professor. I have quite a random question. I've been using R on my PC, but I have a friend who said that actually using R is a better experience on Mac. It seems to me like there's not very much difference, to be honest with you. But like, do you have any thoughts on that? I have both, so I could choose one or the other. I think it's been fine on PC, but any insights or anything to share?
So actually, I'm also a Windows user, so I'm not sure for that, but I also heard that the Mac version shows a little more smoother visualization at the end. But in terms of the codings or the everything else, it is identical the same. So all the codes are working the same, so either be fine. And yeah, in my case, I'm using Windows.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks, Professor.
Thank you.
Professor, can you please go again? How can I install the R to?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, Tran. So in order to install R, you can go to the RStudio page. I will copy and paste it in the chat of this Zoom as well. So for everyone. Can you see the link that I? Yes.
Yep.
So if you click it, then it'll lead you to the POSIT. So POSIT is the company who changed the name from RStudio Inc. to POSIT on 2022, I think. So they, at first, when they were having just the company name as RStudio, it looks like only doing RStudio. But as the trends are kind of expanding to using a Python or the other tools in the science and the industry, they also wanted to expand their products. So they changed the name. But the POSIT is the company who developed and sharing the RStudio officially. So this is the official site. So in here, you can install the RStudio. Depends on your operation systems. It is good. And of course, our project, org. So r-project.org is the place where there is a forums, there is a lot of helps and documentations, but most of these are kind of learned by, scraped by the generative AI. So most of them are quite good to help you guide through on debugging or grammatical part for coding R programming.
Okay. And like for example, my is like Win 10. So do you think the first one or the second one should I install?
So for the RStudio in here, Windows 10. So I'll go with this one, or you can start just this one. Either is fine. I think they are identical.
Excuse me, Professor. Hi, this is Farnia.
Yes,
I just
Farnia.
joined a couple of minutes late. I'm not sure if you have done the attendance or you're gonna do it based on the Zoom. So just want to say hi.
Yes, thank you for checking in. And I marked you attended, so no worries. I also can see Murudit is here.
Okay, sounds good.
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you as well. And is there Chimsakta or Victor or How? No. Okay. Once again, other than that, I will just be here for the Q&A. So if you have no questions, then that'll be all for today.
Professor, I have a question.
Yes, Hassan.
Just 1 second. Professor, I did the assignment before your class, so I maybe mistakenly submit the wrong one. So is there any way to submit the right one? Because after the class, I changes the assignment, but mistakenly I dropped the previous one.
Okay, please do so. You can send me an email regarding that.
Yeah. Thank you, Professor.
No worries.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. And happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, Professor.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, Professor. See you next week.
Good night.
Hello, Adisami.
Yes.
Can you please text me?
Okay. Do I have a number?
I'm sending it to you
Okay.
in the chat.
In the chat. Okay. Okay, I got it. I'll give you a call.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Professor, so sorry. I'm processing the installation. And to be honest, right now it's still loading for me because
Hey, what's
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
not sure what happened, but maybe it's taking some time for my laptop to install it. But as what you mentioned earlier, for example, for the section R data set, and then if for example, I want to get the data like empty cars, I just need to put type empty cars to like if it open yours, how can I get the data open?
Yes. So, Trang, is there any data sets that you wanted to open in R?
Yeah, the one like from the example empty cars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
I
in
mean,
case of in case of empty cars, this is built-in data set. It's inside by default. So all you have to do is just type its name like this, then you can see that. So you can use it right away, but later, like for week 7 and 8, we may want to read some CSV file, right?
yeah.
In that case, we will use some function called read CSV or read Excel function. So I will go over that on week 7 related to that. But other than that, this empty cars or the other data sets in here are preloaded there.
Yeah, and how about like you said, the data for week 7? I mean week 7 and week 8 assignments. The one is related to solar data something. I remember like that one, like not here, right? Not on the system. We need to
It is correct.
We need to upload to the system.
It is correct.
Okay, so you're gonna show us next week, you mean, or?
Do you want to try it in advance?
Yes, please, Professor.
Okay, then I'll post an announcement this week related to that, so you can refer it.
Got it. And one more question, Professor. Right now, I think it's done. It's done install, but I tried to double click on the icon of the RStudio, but it just bring me to reinstall again. Like like I just go circle. So I'm not sure what did I done wrong.
Then, do you mind sharing your screen?
The thing is, because I'm using my second laptop, not this one with the meeting.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, then you can take a screenshot of what's happening. Or yeah, is there a better way? Is there any way that you're wanting to resolve?
Okay, I got what you mean. Let me take a screenshot and then I can put in this chat. Hopefully, they will let me put the picture here.
Yeah, let's see that.
Yeah.
And Hassan, do you have any questions?
No question. Actually, when I saw the grade, that time I realized that I upload the wrong one. Sorry for.
No, I mean, that can happen. Checking instruction is important. And please email me.
Okay.
No problem.
Hello, Professor.
Yes, Portia.
Yes, so yes, I think I've read your feedback regarding the DQ for week 4. And I want to bring to your attention that this is my first time using our program. So most of the examples, like you were asking me that next time I should give practical examples relating to what I do. So I wanted you to know that this is my first time using our program, and most of the examples that I state there are from people who are already there, and I get ideas from them.
You mean regarding week 5 DQ?
No, week 4, before DQ, because you said next time I should relate the example related to what I do. Yes, and I want you to know that this is the first time using our program, and I've not used it before. Yeah. So most of the examples are just general examples. Yeah.
I see. So in here, what I'm expecting is, as I mentioned a little bit briefly, so you can connect it to your personal experience, but it is we can have very limited experience on the R, then still you can ask some critical questions to the colleagues question or for the topic of each week. Rather than very general descriptions. So what I wanted is more engagement to the topics and colleagues posting with some real life examples or very specific examples that you can find online by citations on it, or you also can ask some further questions to little stretching the discussion further. Does it make sense?
Yes, yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate your comment.
Thank you.
Professor, I just sent you the screenshot. Not sure if you can see it. You can open it.
Okay, let me see that. Yes, so this is a installation icon, it looks like. So once you install it, then can you see my screen here?
Yes, Professor.
Then go to the search bar here and type RStudio. Then you will find this app icon, right?
Or let me, you know what? Let me put, yeah.
Then right click, run as administrator, or just click it. Then you'll see RStudio opened.
Right now it's asking me some question, Professor, like choose R installation, use your Mac default something version of R. I mean, do you think I just click OK as what they choose for me? The one they put recommended.
Yes, that one is safe option to choose it.
Okay. Okay. They say an error desktop, please. How about desktop? Okay. They say an error occurred while attempting to load the selection version of R. Okay. So you want me to choose something else? You know what? I kind of not really good with installation, but Professor, in case I cannot install it, do you think I can place the data from the website, the W3 school?
I think the W3 school itself is some limited.
Okay.
There is one site that I used to work on it, but let me check it if it not works. So there is one thing, was it Cloud? Is this, do I have an account here? Hmm. Actually, the POSIT cloud is one thing that you can do. So, can you see my screen?
Yes, it's something loading. Yep.
And then, I mean, I've used it like while ago when it was our studio, but now you can see that exactly same, similar to this one in here
Oh,
online, and it
yeah.
works on browser. So this POSIT cloud is one option that you can go with.
Yeah.
And
So, you mean with the link you sent earlier? I just need to put cloud.
in
Post
here,
cloud.
let
Okay.
me send you another link. I just found it
Oh,
here.
like, professor, is there something like, for example, like Microsoft, like we using like desktop version and Microsoft like on OneDrive or somewhere, right? It's just like online version and like desktop version, something like that.
Yes, something like that. So its online version also works everything in there.
Yeah, but yeah, I got what you mean. Of course, like the desktop version may be better. Yeah.
Desktop version could be better because it can be accessed without internet access. That's
Yeah.
true. But in
Yeah.
terms of the quality or the speed, that there may not be that much difference for this POSIT cloud. This is quite good one.
Got it. So if professor, to get started, I need to sign up for the account, right? To get an account.
Yes, I signed in with my Westcliff Gmail in here.
Okay, got it.
That works.
And when I'm here like you right now, professor, that the homepage, the homepage.
And
Okay.
the whole
The home page, and how can I see the empty course data like the desktop version?
the page.
Yeah, like earlier when you saw me, the empty course just there. We don't need to upload. How can I
Okay.
see it here as well?
Yes, in order to do that, all we have to do is, can you see, are you able to see some screen like this when you sign in? So let me start it from the sign in of the POSIT cloud. So POSIT.cloud.
Okay.
In here, I logged in using my Google.
Okay. And okay, I got it. I'm using Google. I will use my Westlit like you, like student. Then let me put my passcode quick. Continue. Yeah, I'm in right now, professor, like you. Yeah.
Okay. Then in here, you can create a new project of RStudio project.
New
project.
Okay, got it. RStudio project.
And it'll
okay, not the template, right? I'm sorry, I missed it.
not
Okay.
the template.
Okay, the new one. Okay, it's loading. And I'm sorry about making you to stay late because of.
No problem, no problem. It's still I'm happy to. I'm here for you, so no need to worry for that. Take your time.
Okay. Mine's still loading.
It may take some time, depends on the settings.
Yeah, I see something. So you can see what I'm doing here as well. And then do you sorry. Share my screen. You cannot. Okay. I mean, you maybe because you send yours, so the system doesn't allow me to share mine. But yeah, I can follow you then. You hear me, Professor?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, sorry. Like I'm talking to you. Sorry. Like I'm trying to show you what saw on my screen. Oh, so you mean empty cars? Okay, put empty cars like and enter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, got it. Now I see
Got
what
it.
he.
Yes.
Sorry, it took me time. I appreciate it. And
No problem.
and seeing you here, like if I want to get the data for week 7, the
Mm-hmm.
data I do the same way, Professor.
Actually, it's a little different. So, in order to do that, first you need to download this week 7 dataset.
Yep, got it.
So first, let's download this CSV file.
And when you save it as like Excel file or PDF version.
I'll say CSV file is the best. Download
Okay.
it as a CSV file.
Got it. I download it here as well. Let me open it as well. Sunspots. Yeah, I got it here.
Mm-hmm. So you download it.
Yep.
And then in this screen, in this untitled the RStudio Online screen, you can find this file navigator or file explorer on the right lower side, right bottom side. In here, you want to check this plus new file.
Oh, new file.
Sorry, upload file.
Okay, upload file.
Upload and choose the file. Choose the CSV file.
Okay.
Sunspots.
I mean, wait a minute. Why is say loud cloud? New folder. Sorry. How can I project? You know what?
So no need to change this target directory, but all you have to do is after you clicking this upload button.
Got it. Oh,
and
okay.
Choose file. And inside of here, locate the sunspots.csv file.
Got it. And then just click OK.
Hit OK.
Okay.
Then you can see the sunspots.csv is loaded in here.
Yep, I got it.
Yes, if you can see that, then if you type sunspots,
Oh. Oh, I see.
Then the data is loaded. Now you can proceed all those procedures inside.
Oh. I see. I see, Professor. That's amazing.
Awesome! Yay!
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And Professor, I love cats as well.
Ah,
You,
can-
yeah, you saw me the ones that, like, is that a female or male, Professor?
they are female.
Female.
Both are my daughters. They are Maine Coons.
I love it. And I know, Professor, in Japan they have something like in Vietnam, I'm Vietnamese. We call like lucky cats. So the cat's gonna wave the right hand side if I'm not wrong. And the business they're gonna have that cat like icon like in front of their store to like waving for more customer go inside the store. I'm not sure if
Yeah,
they have
like
it in,
this one.
yeah, right. They also have that culture in Japan, right?
Yeah, I think it's quite common in Japan.
Okay, yeah, and you know, like my childhood as well is, I'm not sure if you know the machine cat like Doraemon,
Ah,
the blue cat, yeah, with the Nobita.
yeah, it's pulling everything from the pocket. It's a
Yeah.
magic pocket.
Yes, like and he has the door to go back to the town. And
Right.
what I love from him, like the sandwiches, which you can eat in that and you can have the memories. You don't need to learn anything. Yeah, like that's something creative in Japan. So I love it, and I wish one day I can have a chance to go to visit Japan because whilst I work in the military, I have a chance to go to Germany. But Japan is harder to get enrolled for U.S. military to go over there, and you know, Japanese base is one of the dream of the U.S. soldier. They want to go over there, but not many people can be qualified to be there. You know. For me, I just can be go to the Germany and I got interview over there, so I got this job. So that's why I'm here today. Yeah. But yes, so thank you so much for helping me a lot and like taking time for your student. I appreciate it, Professor.
Thank you.
Yeah, and you have a happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving as well, Tran.
Yeah, I will see you. Thank you.
Yeah, see you next
Professor,
week. Yes, Hassan.
I want to share something, my personal thing. Actually, I can't overcome this one. That's why I think it's a share with you. It's better to because you know you are very expert on this matter.
Oh, yeah,
If
please
you
go ahead.
don't mind, can I share my screen?
Oh, yeah, sure. Let me stop sharing and
Since it's personal, can I go first so you can stay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't stay long. Just for my DQ week 4, Professor.
Yes, Heba.
Yeah, I got the comment that you just mentioned that I used the previous 2 articles, and that was due to me doing the DQ in advance of week 4 because I had a planned C-section surgery. So I wanted to get done with it before I go to the surgery to be ahead of deadlines. So that was the reason why I didn't use the updated articles. Just to
Oh,
let you know. Yeah.
yes, Heba. So, did you get recovered really well?
Yeah, I'm way better now. Thank you.
Yeah, it's good to hear that. And then, yeah, I mean, in that case, I mean, I know you got the surgery, so how do you do you want to resubmit it or?
It's okay, like whatever you find suitable, but I just wanted to make it clear, like why I
Okay.
didn't use the updated articles.
Yes, then if you can submit the updated
Okay.
initial posting, then I will reassess your initial posting accordingly.
Okay, sounds good.
No
Thank you.
problem.
Thank you.
Have a great Thanksgiving.
You too. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.